Hello and welcome to the next episode of my channel where I'll be taking up the poem The Ball Poem from class 10th. Now, as the name suggests, this poem is about a toy, a ball, with which the boy was playing. A particular boy, a small boy was playing. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? So the first line itself tells you the entire moral of the poem, that there is a particular child, a small child, who was playing with his toy and the ball gets lost. Now we are going to talk about his condition. What is he to do? I saw it go, merrily bouncing down the street, and then merrily over. There it is in the water. So, as the poem suggests, that the poet is an onlooker. He's a witness of this particular incident. What is the incident? The boy was playing with his particular toy, with a particular ball, and then as the ball was bouncing, merrily bouncing. Now, merrily bouncing tells you the emotion which the boy had. So, merrily bouncing is transferred epithet. The ball was not merry, but the boy was merry, playing. So, merrily bouncing down the street and then merrily over. There it is in the water. Now, children, you need to go and check my video on poetic devices to revise poetic devices like anaphora. Now, first two lines begin with the same word, what. Third, fourth line begin with the same word, merrily, merrily. So, this poetic device is anaphora. Next, we see merrily bouncing is transferred epithet. Transferred epithet means when adjectives are placed at the wrong word. So the boy was merry, not the ball. So it is transferred epithet. Okay, so the poet is a witness of this particular incident when the boy was happily playing with the ball and it bounces and falls into the water. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. Okay, the poet could have, somehow consoled the boy that it's fine. Okay, you will get another toy. What a big deal. You can get another ball. But when the poet looks at the boy, what does he see? An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy. The boy is in ultimate sorrow. So there is no use telling the boy that there are other balls, because that particular ball which the boy had lost was very, very close to him. It had many memories attached to it, which other balls cannot substitute. So the boy stood rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where. So young days is metaphor. Here the poet means memories. All the poet's memories were in the harbor, in the water where his ball went. I would not intrude on him. A dime, another ball is worthless. So the poet decides he is not going to interfere into this matter. Another ball which would cost very less, just a dime, would be worthless to this boy who has lost his ball. Now, why the poet is not intruding? Okay, number one, because this ball was very dear to the boy and it's no use, telling him that he could get another ball. And the second thing is, this is the first time the boy senses his responsibility in a world of possessions. This is the first time the boy is learning a lesson that when you have something, it is your duty to take care of it. People will take balls. Balls will be lost always, little boy, and no one buys a ball back. So ball is just an example. What the poet is trying to teach, that whenever you have anything, there is always definite that that particular thing will not be there forever. It will be lost sometime or the other. So we need to take responsibility of that thing. Money is external. Money cannot buy everything back. He is learning well behind his desperate eyes. He is learning. And desperate eyes is poetic device called a synecdoche. Not just his eyes are desperate, but his entire individuality is desperate. So again, this is one more poetic device. When we take a part of something to represent whole, it is called synecdoche. So desperate eyes is synecdoche. The epistemology of loss, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days, how to stand up, and gradually light returns to the street. A whistle blows, the ball is out of sight. So what is the poet saying? That this is the first time he is learning to take responsibility of things. This is the first time he is learning the epistemology of loss. Now what is epistemology of loss? This study tells you how to overcome from your loss, how to stand up, okay, knowing that one day definitely you will lose the thing which is very, very close to you. How to stand up and how to overcome this fear. Soon part of me will explore the deep and dark. Deep and dark is alliteration. Floor of the harbor. I am everywhere. I suffer and move. My mind and my heart move. With all that move me under the water or whistling, I am not a little boy. So every poet has to take the responsibility of the things, and you have to get over, you have to move on, you have to move your mind, you have to move your heart away from the possession you have, and you have to happily move forward. You have to grow up, okay? You are not a little boy anymore. You have to grow up after you lose something. So I hope you have understood the poem. Do like and share. Thank you.